Kicking off your new personal chef business can be one of the most fun and exciting times. That is until your big plans for getting all those clients go poof up in smoke because you launch to crickets and nobody hires you. Sadly, this can be really common with people who are trying to start a personal chef business but are really unprepared. But that's not going to be you because you're here and you're investing your time watching this video. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So thank you for joining me. Chef Shelly here. I've had my own successful personal chef business for over 15 years. And when I'm not cooking for my own clients, which yes, I still do, I help passionate home cooks start their own personal chef business so you can get paid to do what you love without having to go to culinary school or do restaurant work, because you can do in-home meal prep, small catering, and even cooking lessons with your own personal chef business. So if you have just maybe started your personal chef business and you've got your recipe library set up, your specialties all dialed in, you have your business plan written, and all the other details in your business that you need to be professional, you know where to find your perfect clients, and now it's just a matter of getting in front of them, right? So let me give you a little example on how not to launch your business, because this is actually what a lot of passionate cooks do when they're trying to get their business started. Do not think that you are going to be able to throw a few posts out on Facebook or Instagram and get fully loaded with clients. I talk to people all the time who still think that somehow social media is magically going to put their posts in front of the right people who are going to hire them. So if you think that that's all you have to do to be able to launch like that, this is for you. So listen closely. Let's take Facebook for example, right? When you make a post, first of all, it's going on your personal profile, which if you're promoting a business is not what you should be doing, okay? Aside from the fact, well, we'll get into that, but it's against Facebook's terms of use and they could shut your account down. Now, is that going to happen? I can't tell you, but God forbid you do start building your business on your personal page and they shut you down. What are you going to do? So you post about your new business and that you're taking clients and a beautiful picture of your food. And there are two options that happen on Facebook. Either people that you're already friends and family with are going to see it, or you set it to public and then Facebook puts it in front of some people who live who knows where. So Facebook does not magically know that you want your post to be seen by people who live in your area and want to hire a personal chef, right? So to be honest, I don't even really know how Facebook decides who to put your post in front of if you're just setting them to public. But regardless, what typically happens is that very few people are going to see it, and you don't even know if those are the right people or not. Who knows where they are, if they have any desire or interest in having a personal chef prepare meals for them. The issues just go on and on with it. And that's the reason that just posting on Facebook is not going to get you fully booked with clients. And I'm not going to say it won't get you any clients. Never say never. Maybe it'll get you a client, but we've already talked about all the problems with it. So you get where I'm going with that. And sadly, this goes double for Instagram. The Insta, the IG, because you think it's pictures. We're working with food. I will post pictures of my beautiful food and put it on the gram, and then I'll get fully booked with clients. And again, Instagram, which of course, as we all know, is now Facebook, which is Meta, which is mainly interested in advertising, which is a whole nother problem when you're trying to organically grow your business on social media, is only going to show it to people who are already following you. everybody who's following you isn't even going to see your post because that's how Instagram and Facebook work. And it's probably going to end up being your mom, your cousin, and maybe some random people who don't even live in your town, your city, your state, who knows where. So it's just not going to help your business if you're serious about being ready to take on those clients. So if you are really, really committed for marketing on social media, then what you need to do is set it up properly. Now, as far as Facebook goes, that means setting up a Facebook business account and setting up a Facebook business page on your personal account, and on Instagram, flipping your account to a business account. And you need to be then strategically using it to get in front of local people who want to hire you. And a lot of that also comes into knowing who your ideal client is based on where you are and what you cook and how you set your business up. But you have all that in your business plan and your marketing plan, don't you? All right. So this same thing is kind of true about your website. A lot of people think that they can take their passion for cooking and start a personal chef business and put up a website and people are going to magically find them. Well, actually, for people to be able to find you, first, they have to be searching for a personal chef in your area. So your website has to be set up properly with SEO, which is search engine optimization, which means you're using the right keywords, setting it up properly, and writing content in the right way to target that. Now, it may sound difficult. You may not have heard of these terms before. Actually, it isn't difficult at all with what they have today in hosting platforms and stuff. Anybody can do this. It's just that you have to do it and you have to do it right. Otherwise, what you basically have is an online business card. Nobody's going to find it and no one's going to go to it unless you tell them to. Kind of like no one's going to know about your business unless you hand them your business card. So there's nothing out there working to drive people to your website unless you set it up correctly. So that's also a slow burn, which is a separate issue. It takes Google a while to figure it out and start sending people there. I know this is a little disheartening. I've talked about things that don't work, and maybe you're thinking about starting your business, and in the back of your mind, you're thinking, yeah, I'll just do some Facebook, or yeah, I need a website. And now you're feeling a little disheartened. Well, hang on, because now we're going to talk about the best thing you can do, the best way to launch your personal chef business if you actually want to get clients right now. And that is meet people, whether that's online or in real life, tell them what you do, and make offers to help them. So if you want to do that online, that might look like participating in Facebook groups full of local people that are your ideal client. So maybe it's a business group for local businesses where you promote your business to each other. Maybe it's a mom's group for your neighborhood because you focus on family-friendly food and there's a lot of local Facebook groups where you can go in and talk about your services, make sure that you're following the group rules and stuff. But that is actually interacting with people online. That's not just putting a post up that's going to go who knows where in front of who knows who, and are they even going to read it, right? So in real life, that can look like anything from telling every person that you meet what you do. Your friends and your family that are local should be able to talk to your services about other people. If someone says they're having an event or an anniversary and you do small dinner parties, they would be able to say, oh, you should talk to my blah, blah. They could totally blah, blah, and give them your contact information. Or maybe it's actually taking that a step further and going to a network opportunity at a chamber of commerce, or getting in front of a mom's group and doing a cooking demo. Again, if that family-friendly food is your type of food. It's all about being able to explain your services clearly and in a super compelling way, so it's easy for people to talk to you about your services, because everybody loves talking to someone who's passionate about cooking, and lots of people hate to cook and don't want to be doing it. So if you have a solution to offer them, of course they're going to be excited about hearing about it. So everybody's specialty in a personal chef business is a little bit different. So whatever that is, that's how you kind of think about who's going to be your ideal client and where would they be. So all of these things are part of your marketing plan, right? All this should be done, and all the decisions about your specialty and your pricing and stuff should be figured out before you ever to talk to people. And that's how you can be clear and compelling, because if you're confused, they're going to be confused, and a confused person is never going to hire you. So the last thing you want to be doing is stumbling through, like trying to explain how it works, or most importantly, not even how it works, but how it's going to benefit them. That's what you need to have really dialed in. It was so important. I went up on my toes, right? Did you see that? So you don't want to be stumbling through explanations of your services and pricing when you're talking to someone who could be interested in hiring you. So a big problem with that too that I heard from a student recently was that they are only getting catering clients, and they really want to get meal prep clients so they can get those regular clients scheduled week after week after week to give them, the stability of the paydays, and then maybe doing some catering jobs for the bigger bumps. Well, if you're not clear about explaining, then what people are going to focus on is the only thing they understand, which is caterer. So that's fine if your business is solely focused on small event catering and that's what you want to do. But if you really want to focus on that regularly scheduled meal prep, then you need to really listen to the person you're talking with and hear those signs that they could really use someone to prepare food for them week after week. That could be anything from they're super busy, they hate to cook, they have health concerns, their kids have food allergies, they're eating too much fast food and they need to lose some weight, whatever it is. When you hear that, those are the kind of things that then you can say, well, hey, did you know I have a personal chef business and I go into clients' homes and prepare a week's worth of meals so that you don't have to worry about what's for dinner at 6 o'clock. You can slow down on the fast food a little bit. You can support bringing your blood sugar down for your diabetes, or whatever it is that they've said that you can help them with, right? Now, the second thing is that if you do have your meal prep services explanation dialed in like that, really focusing on how it will help them, but you don't have your pricing dialed in, and you're kind of all over kind of explaining it and it's not very clear, and maybe they're like, oh, that price is a little high because you didn't explain it as a personal chef premium service. You're kind of making it sound like, yeah, and it's food all week and I'll make all the food and blah blah blah, and you focus on that makes people try to compare it to like the mail order meal boxes or the pre-made grocery store food or whatever, and they'll think that they can hire you for like $100 to do weekly meal prep, right? And basically what it boils down to is you're going to struggle with getting quality clients who are interested in the service. And then it's going to be really difficult to make this into a sustaining business for yourself. At the very least, if you want to start getting in some cooking to get in some testimonials and some momentum, then if you're just starting out, maybe offer a discount, but only do this if you're very clear on what your actual pricing is, you're very clear on exactly what the discount is and how long they will get it, right? Because I recommend you only do it once as a trial offer for them. You know, in the beginning, cooking for clients who may not have the potential to do it like long term, week after week, year after year, that might be okay to build your confidence, to get some testimonials and experience. But again, you don't want to be doing that enough to where you get saddled with clients that you're not happy with long term, that are nickel and diming you to death, that are really concerned about maybe they should start purchasing the groceries so it's less expensive or whatever. You don't want it to get into that bag of cats. You want to be able to get those quality clients who know at the end of the day that what they're really getting from personal chef services is their time, and they value their time highly, or their health, and they value that highly. So they're not trying to compare your food to a $7 meal they can pick up at the grocery store, right? So that was a whole lot of don'ts and some do's and a review of those decisions that you really need to have dialed in. So again, the best way to launch your new business is to get out there, whether that's in real life or online, and actually start talking to people. Putting a post up on Facebook is not talking to people. Putting a picture on Instagram is not talking to people. Participating in a Facebook group and commenting back and forth with people, that counts. Putting up a flyer at a grocery store is not talking to people. Doing a cooking demonstration and interacting with the people after, that is talking to people. So anyway, you see where I'm kind of going with all this, right? I'm telling you, the clients are out there. They're hungry for what you're cooking. If you need to get some practice in, you can download my free guide below on exactly how to work through a meal prep day for a paying client. And you can also set up a call with me if you want to talk about joining the Personal Chef Business Academy and getting my one-on-one support to help you get up and running with clients in less than 30 days if you want to. So I look forward to talking to you soon.